Good morning, how are you? Yes, I do look a little bit like Where's Wally. I always did want to stick out in the crowd. Today I want to talk to you about exercise and my position, I guess, on exercise. Now, the caveat here is that not for one moment am I advocating to not exercise. Exercise is amazing at lifting your mood, creating more cognitive function, making you more alert and productive probably in the short term. It fosters the release and the production of BDNF, so improves neural function, improves the capability of neurons, grows new neurons, neurobiogenesis, all that sort of stuff. Increases lean tissue, good for cardiovascular health, all those sorts of things you can get. There's lots of short-term and long-term benefits to exercise. So that's the caveat. I'm not for one moment advocating not exercising, but it's more about where we rank exercise and fitness in terms of prioritizing for our health. Exercise in Australia is this sort of, it's the epitome of health, and it's often positioned number one. So, anyone starting their health journey might want to, the first port of call for them might be to Google, best workout for health, best workout for weight reduction, whatever the driver is. And that sends you on this particular path, which in my experience as a PT and a health coach, can often be a bit thwarted, can be a bit hindered and a bit clunky, and it's often people don't adhere to it long term, and then they sort of get dejected and sort of the wheels fall off before they've even started, really. So it's about, for me, positioning fitness as not number one, not number two, perhaps number three, but definitely not number one. And when you reposition the priority of fitness in relation to your health, you can kind of bring in other aspects and factors around it. So when it drops from 1 to 3, you can now incorporate things that are important to you in regards to working out and fitness. And those are things that you actually like doing. So when you understand that it's not the biggest driver of health and it's not the biggest driver of weight management, you go, okay, well, what is important for me for exercise? It needs to be social, it needs to be something I can do most days, it needs to be something that I enjoy. And when you combine those three or even one on their own, you're going to adhere to it longer term. So that form of exercise certainly doesn't have to be in a gym. And the gym environment for many of us, me included, is quite intimidating. And I've been in exercise for a long time, and I still find that space, that environment, quite intimidating. So for those starting out on a health journey, walking into a gym, there's better ways of doing it. So it needs to be something, that you can do a number of times a week, and it doesn't have to be the same thing. You can relieve yourself of that. It just needs to be something that you enjoy, and if you enjoy it, you're going to do it more often. I've just set up this new online program, and I do encourage you to do exercise most days, every day, but you can choose from a blue workout, a green workout, or a traditional sort of sweat workout. And that blue workout can be surfing, swimming, snorkeling, free diving, whatever is your jam. And similarly, the green workout is anything in nature. It could be a hike, it could be a walk, it could be gardening. We sort of dissolve that attachment to exercise being in a gym, lifting weights, on a treadmill, on an elliptical, doing burpees, all that stuff that most of us find confronting and or intimidating. So if it's number 3 on the list of priorities in terms of moving you forward, moving the needle for health and weight management, what are number 1 and number 2? Well, it's hard to really define which one is pole position. Depends what your starting point is, maybe, but it's between nutrition and sleep. So I guess the take-home message is, if you're applying your energy and your time, your resources, your background reading, do that in nutrition, do that in sleep. I talked about sleep a few videos ago, and how it's one of those misunderstood, often neglected components of our day-to-day, and it's something that really drive the needle for health and weight management. And it's bloody easy to do. We do it every day without even thinking about it, but it's about fostering a great positive routine around sleep. So focus on sleep, focus on nutrition, and let fitness be something that you enjoy. It can be social, it can be fun, it can be walking the dog, it can be frisbee, it can be whatever is the thing for you. And you're most likely to adhere to it. It's just the cherry on top. So take the pressure off yourself. If you miss a workout, you don't feel like going to the gym, you haven't got weights at home, whatever is the sticking point, just relieve yourself of a bit of guilt. Yes, it does amazing things, but it is the cherry on top. Sleep and nutrition are the biggest levers to health that we have.